Hello, and welcome back. Northstar here with another episode of my Wildermyth Let's Play. Second campaign, or campaign 1, rather, after campaign 0, which is a short one I was finishing up. Now I have here in the Blade Wilds, about to assault the site. Then I need to intercept this incursion in the Willwoods and assault that site. Need to leave someone behind at least to investigate the site though, and always got an opportunity quest, and I have 138 days to get all done. First thing is the battle. Just noticed as the oh no, I thought for seconds the Shadow Cat had a blade in its mouth. Now it's this piece of the Tomen of Oldwayne here. Cool. Let's see who to leave behind in this fight. The warriors will level up relatively soon. So far we'll assume he's got a bit of a ways to go. So is Uli, actually. Alright, well. Uli's gonna level up from this quest, so I'll leave her out, actually. I should have immediately recognized that. Pebbles and prayers. Grabbing a few more mushrooms? Oh, no. I was looking for a decent feather. For a passing breeze of fancy. It's not important. I won't laugh, if that's what you're thinking. We snag what little bits of comfort we can in a world gone awry. Some people pray to gods. Some carry totems and talismans. And on the edge of a battle, sometimes I like to make my own little appeals to fate. Have you always done this? Not always. But when the crickets have that extra quaver in their songs, you don't ignore it. Aha. A feather. First, I gather the bits. Gotta have the bits. A feather for speed. A pebble for strength. A bit of moss for wisdom. What does moss have to do with wisdom? You have something that would fit better? Fair. And he is Sylvan. He's got the green hair. It's kind of a... Then I make a short appeal for each person. They don't need to hear it themselves. It'll really put them on the spot. Start them overthinking. But I feel better having spoken it to the forest. The forest may not take suggestions, but you plant the seed just in case anything out there is in a listening mood. And they do live in a world full of spirits and such. Curious what her personality is. Decisive poet. She would have thought she was a snark with the way she acted often. Satisfied with the recently pocketed feather, Theridia heads back towards camp. Curiosity. This must be based in some way on his charisma. Anyways, hey, let me join in. If you like, don't feel obliged. Gemlad follows Theridia into the tent. The rustling of itchy oaks grows distant and muffled. Theridia sets the feather, pebble, and moss in her bowl. They're not the most carefully constructed senses. One saves those for when others are around to appreciate. But something like, may Jevonlad's friendships protect him more fully than the Grey Plain itself. And may Smeal's feet find their silent steps on the winding path to victory. Maybe a little flowery, I think I get it, though. Let me see. May Lilsum seize every opportunity with a steely grip. Exactly. And that night, may Lysler sleep in the soundness of well-won work. Don't forget Theridia. May Theridia continue to impress us with the heartfelt force of her presence. Whatever spirits over here, may they recognize Theridia's care, and so take these words onto their backs. You're good at this. Just how good, I suppose we'll find out. He's good at it. Alright. Ooh. This should be a relatively easy fight. Good before battling that incursion, which could be a pain. The Bard's the most dangerous because not everyone has the wording to deal with its attack, but the Seeker could also stasis someone, which I would prevent them from regenerating temporary armor and allow them to wear it down, so. Dweaver and Thrusk also. Might be something inside the house. There might be something outside too, though. Guess I should scout around a little before going in. Jevonlad's the fastest. Oh. Okay, it's a ruin of a building. Looks like there's a door here, though, and a door here. I know maybe this is actually just an outdoor portion of the forge, now I think of it. Well, Zoom looks pretty cool, actually, with all these augments and the particular way they fit together. Pauldrons of Chevalier the Sash of Power. I don't know, the style works. Him and Theridia are two warriors. Smith's just a wee level 1 hunter. Surprisingly good in melee. Probably should have had him silks up to here. Whatever. Interesting. Well, Sum is actually far tougher than 30 at this point. Let's put him there. That's where he belongs. Here. This might get enemies to wander near a door. Confusing like crazy because he's got soul splitting, so that gives him massive protection against damage. Cautiously exploring out here. I don't see any enemies. So it must all be in these two rooms. Probably. I want him a little close to that door, so I like him this way in case he needs to go and run or something. Just being patient in case something came out of a corner I didn't expect around there. Has not. Or something stepped on that trap. Has not yet happened. Anyhow, maybe I open this door and fall back. Enemies will wander out this way. I'd like to see just how this goes before I open any doors. Yep, they're looking. Their seeks, their finds, or for those who have played Stars. It's a reference to this rogue AI. It's not Thor, it's Thor. I don't know why I said Thor. He could shoot, but I think I'd rather Quelling Moss and then get out of dodge, let the poison do its work. Set off an alarm. Oh, shoot. I was hoping it wouldn't. Yeah, they're trying to destroy the door, and they will soon. So much for that. Still, I can pick this thing off. Oh. Oops. Spirit chase it. Forget that's a shadow cat. There we go. And dead. One of them must have stepped on the jump jaw. And And they did so again. Amusing. If I can just keep trickling them out this way. I'll just do this. Why take a necessary risk after all? The, what's with the Shadow Cat? I think they can only be done every... It doesn't say, but I think it's 2 more turns till we can do it again. Or every 2 turns, I'm not sure. Still on cooldown is the point. Regardless, I think I like to create some spaces that are free of scenery. So, voila. Misdirection here, since I think they know where you were when you went in Great Plain. Or to lure it up in this area. Almost found him, but not quite. Alright, not that would have been bad if he did, he would just hit again. Time to murder this thing with daggers. Kinda knows he's there, but it's Not actually yet. Whatever. Foxfly in case something pops out of here. I haven't seen indication that there's more. Where's the last of them? There must be at least one more. Weird. There we go, a dweever. Huh. This thing is... kind of well positioned for opening a door. Worrying out. Really? Didn't see her? This thing must be practically blind. Alright, well. This is getting more and more ridiculous. How can it not see her? Well, missed this. Dead. Arrow to face can't be missed. Of course, I was being entirely too cautious, but it was kind of amusing to see the limits of the AI. And, well, I mean the vision of the enemies. Ah, an Ember Ground. This increases spell damage and warding at the expense of armor for a mage. He's already got 2 warding. Once they get him a wand. Yeah, I guess against the Threxel, this is probably better than Dusty Drab. Not loving the loss of armor, but the spell damage helps. Everything they do at range is pretty much magic. And if he soul splits into a bunch of things, then he doesn't really need to worry too much about the occasional melee damage. Spell damage is nice too. Could salvage it, but it'd be only 1 fabric. Problem is Dweavers, they can still close on him and take a good slice out of him with this little armor. There's a hand-around formula for treating fabrics that helps disperse most forms of magical energy. Robes thus doused textiles are not cheap, but they're much desired among limit-learning new mystics who appreciate the clothing's fire-resistant properties. Problem is Dweavers, as I said. You know what? The warding isn't that useful. I can easily wall up and other things to control either burns, and the spell damage is... Except if I need to go toe-to-toe with a bard, those things do less direct magical damage. Well, getting closer to that point. I don't know, I can usually engage bards with a warrior who's got tons of warding and a shield, though. As I said, Dweavers are very hard to control. They can pop behind your lines. They're much more numerous. I'll do it because when I upgrade his magical garment, I think that gives spell threads towards it, whereas fabrics would be much more abundant. Another one bites the dust. You two done also? They have all fallen, never to rise again. We know. Who said that? Who said that? I guess it was nothing. That battle went pretty well. We had a flow going, I think. We know what you did. I think you're right. I feel like I'm finally getting the swing of things. I'll catch up. You okay, Wilson? What? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'll just be right back. We know what you did. You can't hide the truth forever. We knew. We knew the truth would be told. It's coming from this tree. We know the truth. You can't hide it. We know you did. Okay, you know. What are you going to do about it? Ground rumbles around the trees. The ground around the tree's roots starts to rumble. From the moisture, something gleaming emerges. What is it? Take it. It's a secret. You like secrets. This doesn't seem like a good thing to grab, to say the least. Unless I like pain and punishment. No. On the other hand, I do believe this is how you get the inhabited hook. It's... Why would I ever want to not... I mean, you can fail the roll, obviously. Yeah, no. No one tells me what to do. See ya, trio of lame threats. Sheesh, where are you? So good of you to join us. I thought I heard something, but it was just a harmless breeze. We can go now. Well, we're done here. Let's move out. You can't hide it forever. Maybe, but not today. The truth will come out. Extra armor in the Seeker. So I don't know if the inhabit hook is good to have or not. You can get transformation from it. I don't know if resolving it eventually has all the benefits of normally resolving a hook. But I'm just not feeling like doing it this way. It seems too stupid and gamey. He's got to know better, right? He is a hothead, but by level 4, he's got to have... Whatever. Maybe in some future run I'll have them just reach instead of trying to resist, which they can fail and then they reach it anyways. Alright. Maybe I play these games too genre savvy, who knows. The prisoner. Uli never told anyone. In fact, she often wondered whether it truly happened at all. A death curse had been laid on her head as a girl. The words of some weird witch whose wrath had been stirred. A vulture voice shrieked in Uli's sleep. A vulture. Keep that in mind. For future campaigns. Visiting often on nights of a shadowed moon. Many years went by. As falls piled up, Uli began to feel a clutching hand at her heart. And at last, she confided in someone. She chose a friend, a man with whom she'd fought battles and been in dire odds. Clyde's just up this way. Don't hesitate to say anything if you're worn down. I don't think it's hitting me that way yet. They traveled to the whispered home of an exile, an old mystic, reputed to have studied curses in their counters. I do wonder. In stories, the exile, they'll seem kindly. They'll seem like someone who is wronged, only to show their true colors at the critical moment. This isn't a winter tale, Uli. Yeah, this person was once exiled. What does that really mean? Exiles are often just people who made too much sense, too publicly. Often, but not always. I guess his snarkiness fits with What's this lady called? Oh, Julie. Was the name of her? Julie Gamel. Trees. Is it the wakeful trees again? All mumbling and moth-peppered? From the far side of the cottage, a creaky voice bleats. Is it trees or the breeze between them? Or the hare or the proud owl? Muttering to mock my ears on this most markless night. Whatever you be, lostlings or doggins, or even a man of bones, if you creep hankering to my cottage door, be warned, I'm no morsel for a tooth, nor a treasure for a... It's none of those things. It's just us. Which ones are us? Then her lantern light finds their faces. Oh. And a laugh spills from her, a burly, wet, warm laugh. Oh ho! Is it two couth travelers? Ahoo, ahoo! Come inside. It's late, but my stove's going. There's pig feet pickled 9 years. Chicken all chap and simmer. They tell the Exile mystic about Uli's curse as chicken cooks in a bluish bath. Curses, hexes, are real extensions of nature, agents of a wild will, like beasts, like fire, eating, breathing, destroying. Once the curse is spun into motion, it follows the course of chaos. The trick, then, is to trap it, to lure it out of the life it circles, and bind it within new bounds. Sure, I know how to do this, but the cost is always steep. That's unsurprising. What'll it take? If you aren't set on it, then there's somewhere you must go. If you are set on it, then there's somewhere you must go. You may not well enjoy it. What you'll find there, but you'll retrieve something, a stone. A stone that was buried in a cave well hidden. There are few objects of power in this world fit to be a home, a prison, for a curse. The Dwemerald stone, green and bright, hope that I am the only one who knows its location. They leave on a quest of curse breaking as dawn crests the hilltops. It is off, but the only way is to really know what's up is to go and meet the experience head on, so to speak. Oh, my sir is already with. Oh, I'll bring Jevamad. I say that, but no, Samuel needs the experience. How's his speed? 6.1. There are ones who have to travel some distance. Oh, 8. I'll bring Jevamad. He's much faster. Okay. Good thing I did. That's a bit of a trip. The rest. Bring out the smell as a start. You'll have to leave the ghost to me, though. Biscuit, thoroughly, coward, everything. Where Julie inked their map is an unremarkable tunnel mouth. Opens. Yeah, I'm not set on going through with this. Don't even know what's really down there. We've already come this far. Water rubbed this cave into the soft parts of the planet. There's a good cool air, a strange ancient smell. I wonder if you feel it, being cursed. I wonder if it's something that the body feels. Shouldn't you be who knows? No, I mean, I wonder if, when it's gone, I realize how affected my life's been. Do you want to have that discussion right now? Don't worry about it. Down through the dimming narrows of the cave they stoop, until Lyserp holes up. Half-broken wall here, made by people. There they squeeze sidelong between decaying stonework. There's no door, meaning it wasn't meant to be opened. That's normal, or I don't know. I get why you do it if you're hiding a horde. Ambient light seeps from mineral veins in the next chamber. How old is it, though? The mortar comes away like cake paste. And that is a statue to a great hero, it looks like. A venerated place is what it was. She said it was buried. I think she meant buried. It reads, Everlasting rest now cradles our bright hero, Ansel Aristolis, who tore our world from the talons of a hungry evil. Talons, vulture, and gave his life to free us from tyranny. So this jewel we're meant to find, it has to be nestled in with his bones. Yeah, let's not do this. So they leave without the treasure they'd been sent for. The tomb earth remains undisturbed. That hermit woman must have known. I would guess so. Uli? We're being too... what are these compunctions for? Who are we helping by leaving your hope down there? Hard to know, isn't it? I don't know. Our search isn't over, is what I'm saying. They assign their next destination by dust. They trace their steps back to the home of Julie Gamel, seeking answers. Good chance this lady gets snippy. Old Julie, hermit woman of the woods, we've returned. Who creeps by daylight to my lonely cot? Who? Be it the trouble-bent chipmunk, a storming autumn mumble? Or oh, it's these puddle-wits. Your task wasn't easy, Julie. We crossed wild country and battled the elements to reach that cavern. You sound as if you found it. It wasn't hard. No, and yet you disappoint me. I sense your return without the thing I sent you for, the one thing that mattered about all of this. You sent us to dig up a tomb. I told you the task would be distasteful. Has to be something else, a different kind of thing to find. Sweetheart, no. No, and again, no. I need the Dremaldine prison that contains my higher essence and the balance of my fathomless power. Oh. That does sound fairly unique. So canter back and fetch it, while the year is yet uncold, while your friend still lives to be a good time to go. Don't I know your voice? It's shy. Almost involuntary, the question stumbling out of her. The meeting of their eyes can't be forever delayed. Me? My voice? And recognition comes in that grudging glance. How many times on a day of no moon had Uli woken with a murmur in her ear, the whispering of an absent woman's lips. The whisper would rise in pitch as it went away, receding as if on wings, and become a flag me far-off shriek, haunting the rafters. I've heard your words, your strange words in the darkness, crackling, a voice climbing to the sky, the voice of the one who is awful pretty for age? Wait, you mean this is my curse comes from her? What? No, that's weird. That'd be smart if it was me, but because... Oh, fine, yes, okay, I'm your curse mother. And you may as well know it all at this point. My name isn't Joy Gamel. Why would it be? No, call me Vulta, Vulta of Grey Mountain. I am the Vulture Queen herself. In the charred and sunrise days before the... Wait, you're getting this, right? You understand what I'm doing? You're explaining the thing? Alright, perfect. So in the charred and sunrise days before the rise of the Tree Talkers, the Star Watchers are the wave-wandering poets. The Tree Talkers, the Star Watchers, the wave-wandering poets. In those scorched and beautiful days, I was Vulta of Greymon, Vulta, who conquered all the lands and peoples within my span. My soldiers are plentiful as the stones, and I stooped over every town, farm, and tower, plucked every goblet of joy that pleased me. Crazy, you think? And my reign would have lasted forever, except for our hero, the man from the tomb, the statue. An acne-scarred pinstrel is what he was. Ansel Aristolis, his bad and cumbersome name. He played at pay me tribute. Came low-tailed under my perch like a Strood. Always I looked in the gem he offered, then he dealt me a blow that would kill a mortal. So by some power's hand, the great balance of myself poured from me, my essence was imprisoned within that jewel for eternity, and I began my wingless exile. Cast clattering down the mountain a marrowless bone, little to no memory thereafter would have been. I had to remember forcibly through an embattling fog, over eons. Ever heard something like this? How long ago were we meant to believe this all happened? Oh, my body, this shell that prattles before you, it dies, but always resolves again. To life, call it my curse. I'm almost powerless now. Over millennia I've roved, for untold stretches of time. I was so weak I could barely eat. But I did. Hunger was all I had. Yet you found the strength to curse me, unless that's another lie. Ah, yes. Yes, around the time you were a child, Uli, a mighty quake split the earth. The sealed chamber wherein Aristolis was buried with my powers must have broken open. This allowed some of my strength to seep back to me. Unfortunately, the hollow tomb still repelled my gaze, my steps, my efforts to attack it. Believe it or not, a certain slant of the spell meant that only well-meaning hands could draw the stone from its place. Ingeniously, then, I laid a curse on a child. Oh, me, right. The idea being, as demonstrated, to send motion a pure-seeming quest that would serve my ultimate ends. And it's really going to kill her? Once retrieved, I would bind the curse into the gem and place my own. Oh, the curse? Probably. Unless the curse casters kill, or I guess I should stop, saying things. Anyways, thanks for listening, my silings. You may journey on if you wish. I, won't stop you. She really let the pat of the bag there. The Exile. The hermit moves strugglingly to fight. Unfazed even by the prospect of death. Shruggingly to fight. She's a mage. She has a soup spoon. This is not going to go well for her, let me say. Let's take a shot. No reason to slow this down. And dagger. Oh. Crossbow. Meant to do dagger, but it doesn't matter. Really. So passes who? Vultan, wasn't it? Vulter? I've worried all my life over that curse. Was that it? Was this all? Was it just a strange woman's whimsical plot? I feel like the fool in the story. Well. Do we burn the house? They don't. They leave it like a grave marker and go. And peace follows with the turning year. Deaf sleep where once a voice pecked and burrowed. Uli will find she knows it for sure one day, that the curse, whatever weight it might have carried, is gone. And somehow, in the wild 20 long seasons later... Whew, I'm hungry. Suppose we must try again. Yep. And that was her third quest hook. She's been in previous campaigns. Uli Now has all her hooks. Retirement age of 72. Quite bloody high for a warrior. Could be made higher with some transformations, like Sylvan, but yeah. Not that Sharpshooter isn't great or Shields here, but Stalwart for sure against the Thexel. Stalwart 2. Prevents all negative status effects. Cool. 2 days till I'm gonna have to fight here, or 27 days on this? Bloody A. I don't want the site to get destroyed and have to rebuild it. 14 days. I think I could leave this partially done. Want to gather even these 3. Yep, it just leaves it partly done. "19 days remaining." Yeah, I have enough time to get the part there. Alright. "12 days to destroy it." Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that and still get one here, I think. The Threx are pillaging. If I leave it, the rune in, I'll have to rebuild. Oh, this has to be a defense. I can't intercept them in this terrain. Where they're pillaging something already. Well, guess the whole party will get experience. But that will have to come next video. To be fair, I didn't feel great about intercepting with just 3 people, or maybe 4. I was probably being overcautious, and it probably cost me a augment. Whatever. Wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. And until next time, this is Northstar. May you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu.